Hello, how are you? It's been such a long minute. I know you guys are probably bored of me like showing up and disappearing on YouTube and being inconsistent because the last 2 years have been so hectic consistency wise for me on YouTube, mainly because I had challenges with editing, but I'm proud to say I've overcome these challenges with editing, and I am definitely now going to be consistent on YouTube. And so I was thinking to myself, if now I'm gonna make my comeback to YouTube, what should I do? How should I approach it? Because basically I'm starting from scratch, right? So I said to myself, I'm going to do like a remake of some of the first videos I did when I joined YouTube, because I feel like the person I was 5 years ago is not the person I am now. And one of the videos that I thought of doing first was my get to know me tag, because it's been 5 years, I'm a whole different person. I'm older, I have a child, a lot has happened to me, and also because my first get to know me tag was like super annoying. I was such an annoying young girl, like I was just loud and everywhere and like too energetic. I watched that get to know me tag all the time and I'm like, ugh, I cringe so much. So let me get started on this. I'm going to be answering some questions that I found on Google, a get to know me tag blog that I found. So let's get started. My name is Chantelle Petit, but I'm known as also Chantelle Washeke. I don't like using Washeke. That's a name that's personal to me. I feel like it only belongs to my family. Petit came from, my mom actually named me Petit when I was a baby, and that's because when I was born I was very tiny. Then she changed it. She removed Petit from my name, but I decided to keep it for social media purposes because I loved the name. My favorite color is red, though I have been leaning more towards pink of late after giving birth to Summer. I feel like maybe my brain is subconsciously telling me, yeah, you gave birth to a girl, so definitely, because society says pink is the color of a girl, you're gonna like pink. So I've been wearing pink and like loving pink things a lot, and even you can see I'm wearing pink today with the red lipstick, so red and pink, I guess. I am 30 years old. I turned 30 in April. I am enjoying being 30. It's an interesting experience. 30 has actually been a nice experience for me, to be honest, and I'm glad I left all the negativity from my 20s in my 20s. Oh my gosh, my 20s were chaotic. My funniest memory from high school would be, when you join school and you're getting to learn your teachers. So I used to do physics in Form 1 and Form 2. You do every class, right? So I was doing physics, and at the time our teacher was like this crazy guy. He was called Mr. Mungai, and I think we had done a cut, and he came back to class that day with our results from the cut, and he entered the class, threw the papers, and he was like, "You useless mandazis." What are these results you're giving me? So for me, I was like, useless mandazis? What is a useless mandazi? So for me, it was hilarious, because I was like, I didn't think you can use food as something to insult someone. And my favorite holiday used to be Christmas, but now it is New Year's Day, because that's the day my baby was born. So it's a bonus. Not only is it New Year's Day, but it's also my baby's birthday. So yes. My favorite restaurant is Intinike. I love Intinike. I went there for my birthday this year with my baby for dinner, and I have never stopped thinking about the place. I really want to go back and try other things on their menu. The food was chef's kiss. You can check the review I did on my page, Dine In With, on Instagram, and also on my YouTube page, though I'm gonna start posting on it now that I'm back to being consistent. So Intinike, definitely the views are amazing. You get to see a nice view of Westlands, the expressway, and then the best part is if you book for dinner when the sun is going down during the sunset. We booked for 5 p.m. onwards, and we chose a window seat. Amazing experience. Loved it. The first thing I notice about people is the personality. Like, I notice it by how they greet me and how they interact with me. Like, I can tell how a person is during the first 2 sentences of us talking. You know, like if you're standoffish, I'll know. If you're friendly, I'll know. So yeah, I think the personality is the first thing. Then the second thing I noticed is their hands, especially their nails. I would say anything that hides my postpartum fupa. I'm still very self-conscious about it. But yeah, anything. If it's a skirt, a shirt, or a pants, that is my favorite thing. I did go to university. I went to Strasbourg University. I did not finish. I wish I finished, but I didn't. Though if you were to ask me, I would love to go back to university, not to complete what I started, but to start a new course. And that's I would like to go to culinary school, and also specifically study pastry, especially in the school that I saw in France. I would love to go to that school. I just need like 70,000 euros. Wow. Anyway, see, this how the manifesting works, and if you believe, it will happen. So I believe. My longest relationship was 2 years, and it was a very long time ago. I don't know what's happening with relationships these days, or maybe it's just me, but relationships these days are just short term, and they're getting shorter and shorter by the time. So obviously, you know, my first child is called Summer, but if I still have other kids, I have the idea of naming my second born Winter, just because I have a summer now, I want to have a winter. Though my mom is against it because winter is a cold season and we're African, so like winter is like you're trying to make your child a cold person. But yeah, Winter, and if it's a boy, Hunter, a girl, Dahlia. I love those names so much. So definitely when I have more kids, I will consider those names. I had considered Dahlia for Summer, but for some reason she just felt like a Summer to me. My favorite subject in high school was math. I loved math, and that also influenced my decision to study accounting in university. My favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. I love chocolate so much. Chocolate is just my favorite flavor for everything. Another flavor I like is, there's this flavor that this brand has, Dairyland. They have this flavor called biscotti. Wow, that ice cream. Ooh, love it. My first job was social media manager at Big Square Kenya. I used to do the social media marketing for Big Square from when I was 19 to 21. So that would be 2012 to 2014. My first item on my bucket list is to go to Paris, France, and visit the Eiffel Tower and enjoy the culinary experience in France. Especially, like, I want to eat a nice buttery croissant. Oh my gosh, with their thick hot chocolate. Like, goals, man, goals. I hope I get to do that in 2023. This one I have right now, Twists by Dennis Gladys. The most simple yet cute hairstyle ever. You can wash it, you can style it however you want. It's just versatile. You can even tie it tightly and wear a wig. Like, it's literally my favorite go-to hairstyle. Shout out to Dennis Gladys. Yes, I have, and the last one I went to was in 2017. One of my second vlogs that I ever did. That was the Thai $sign concert that was held by Jameson live at Uhuru Gardens. It was a really fun night. You can go watch the vlog. It was a really fun experience, and I was still new to vlogging, but I love that I went for it, especially since the pandemic hit. How many years later? 2 years later, 3 years later. So definitely happy that I went for that. This would have to be so my mom had this thing where every time she would leave the house, she would come back home with something for me, be it a small thing or a big thing. So there's this day she came home and she had like 3 big bags, like she was carrying. So I went to her and I was like, "Hey mommy, what is this? I'm happy you're home." And she was like, "Let's go, I show you." So she opened the bags and there were like so many teddy bears in that bag, like maybe 15, and they were all for me. And she was like, "I bought you these teddy bears." So I was like, "Oh my gosh," I was so happy and excited because I love teddy bears. And I still have those teddy bears to date. In fact, I need to clean them and hand them down to my daughter because she also loves teddy bears the same way that I do. Though I feel like I want her to have her own collection of teddy bears. So yeah, that's my most memorable childhood memory, I would say. Also, when I told my mom how I've never traveled, so she did her best to save and take me to coast. And I remember that time Kenya Airways was introducing their new Boeing that was traveling to Mombasa. So my mom saved and took me to Bamburi Beach Hotel, and I stayed there for, I think it was 4 nights, which was so fun. I loved that experience. I got to spend time with my mom. So yeah, those two. Yes, I do. Procrastination and overthinking, those two have really made me make some horrible decisions personally, and I really overthink, and it stresses me out to the point that sometimes I can get ulcers because of how much I overthink. So overthinking, definitely number one. I have 3 siblings, 3 big sisters. I'm the last born of 4, so yeah, 3 big sisters. No, I do not have any pets. I am not a pet mom. Don't plan on being a pet mom because I'm already a parent to a human being, and that is a lot of work on its own. Adding a pet to the mix is just causing stress for me because pets also require a lot of work. And I'm already tired from taking care of one person. So, no. Again, it would be the overthinking and also procrastination. Sometimes I procrastinate, to be honest. Like, it takes a lot during those procrastinating days to motivate myself to just do it, right? Although of late I have been doing it because I don't know where the morale has come from. Maybe it's because I have to pay school fees in like a month. The last time I embarrassed myself. Wow, that's an interesting question. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if I did something embarrassing as a content creator that you guys are like, oh girl, don't even do that. Maybe the time I would say was the time I was beefing with my baby daddy on social media. Like, that was embarrassing AF for me, because I don't like my business out there like that. So at that time, I will give myself some grace because I was going through a lot mentally and physically after giving birth to Summer. So I wasn't thinking straight, but I really wish I could go back and just change that and undo that whole debacle that we had online. To be a billionaire. Okay, wait. So my life goals, I would love to take my bakery to the next level. I would like to be a restaurateur for sure. Not just for my bakery, but for like other brands. I would love to go to culinary school. I'd love to own a house. I'd like to have a car. I'd like to live on my own. That's the first life goal. The first immediate life goal is to live on my own. I feel like I want to live on my own just to experience it. I'm the only one in this family who's never experienced it, so I would love to experience living on my own. My fashion sense used to be really great before I had a baby. Right now my fashion sense is kind of lost because first of all I'm dealing with my new postpartum body. It's a loud motorbike. I'm dealing with my new postpartum body and I don't know how to dress it. I've never been this size before, so I'm really just rolling with the flow. So my fashion sense right now is 60% Dara, 40% rolling with the flow. My daughter inspires me so much. In fact, majority of the drive I have nowadays is because of her. My coffee order is an iced mocha. I love iced mochas. My dream job as a kid was to be a doctor until I grew up and realized doctors freak people with needles, and some doctors who are surgeons do surgeries, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be seeing blood every day of my life. I just like got turned off by this tiny things to do with medicine. Also the fact that you have to go to school for 7 years, I did not see myself doing that. Props to everybody who's a doctor. You guys are amazing and you are so patient and resilient that you even go through all that just to, as a career. So congratulations to you guys. 1, Tanzania. I have not traveled a lot outside Kenya. I would really love to travel outside Kenya because I just want to see what the rest of the world has to offer. But yeah, as of now, I've only gone to Tanzania, and that's Dar es Salaam and Arusha. Wow, I love Sandra Deluxe. I'm not a makeup person, but her videos are just so satisfying to watch. The way she applies the makeup and also her conversation. She's just a calm and collected person. I love her vibes. I also love MKBHD. MKBHD is the channel I go to watch when I'm trying to make a tech decision. Like if I'm trying to buy a new phone, I'll watch his channel to make a decision on which phone I should get. If it's a laptop, whatever. He really does his reviews very well, and he's very honest, and I really just admire his growth over the years as a tech influencer. Honestly, I like both tea and coffee, so it depends on my mood. Am I in the mood for tea today or coffee? Yeah, but coffee, I started loving coffee after giving birth because the doctor prescribed coffee as something to help me with my backaches and migraines because of the anesthesia that was administered to me during the course of that 3-month period where I was going through all that nonsense. I played tennis in high school. That's the only sport I really embarked on. I tried basketball, but I'm not tall. But tennis is one that I really, really love. My favorite movie is Inception. I'll say this forever and ever. I went to watch it in the cinemas, and to date, I still don't understand that ending. If there's somebody who understood it, you can tell me in the comment section below. I would love to hear your theory about that thing that was spinning in the end. My favorite animal is panda. I don't have a favorite animal, but I would say panda because they're so cute and cuddly. And I recently saw this video of apparently in a zoo where there are pandas. There are people who are hired to cuddle the pandas. It's actually called panda cuddling, and they're paid to do this, which is so cute. I prefer dogs. Mainly because I have a fond memory with a dog when I was pregnant. There's a specific dog that was really fond and protective of me. It's like she knew that I was pregnant, which also she was pregnant at the same time, so she used to come and sit next to me a lot. You know, I stopped drinking sodas, or rather I don't drink them that much, so I would say my favorite drink is sugarcane juice. I love sugarcane juice. Kwanza on a very, very hot day, you just go and get some sugarcane juice with lime and ginger and make sure it's like extra cold. Oh my gosh, so refreshing, and it also has some very nice health benefits, especially for women. 2.5. So I speak English, Kiswahili, and half French. Like, I don't know French that much. I did French in school, but I don't remember much, so that's why I said 2.5. I can understand some French statements, but not like fully. My go-to fast food order is KFC sticky wings. I love their sticky wings so much. It used to be Wingman Combo because that's the only place they used to sell the sticky wings, but now they allow you to order the sticky wings separate, and they have like I think 6, 8, 12 pieces available. Best thing ever. And also Wingman Combo has become expensive, so I prefer to order the chicken itself, because really the only reason I used to order Wingman Combo is for the chicken. Love is Blind and any food show that's on Netflix. Love. The production quality on Netflix is just so awesome. But yeah, Love is Blind is my favorite show. It's the show that I literally wait for it to come and start watching. Other than that, if it's not a reality show, I would say Stranger Things. Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows as well. Though lately, by the way, I've been watching One of Us is Lying, and it's such a good show. Like, I just want to keep watching and keep watching and keep watching. In fact, this weekend I had to control myself and stop watching because I saw myself just watching until 7 in the morning. Wow, this is an interesting question because I recently got a favorite actor, and that's Angela Bassett. I went to watch Black Panther 2, and wow, that woman, if she does not win an Oscar, I don't know what they're doing in America. They're literally just hating on her now at this point because chick is talented and she looks so good, man. Sleep. and sleep. But also I'd like to watch a TV show or two just to catch up, because there's a time I realized I wasn't even catching up on TV shows. So people are talking about TV shows and I would be like, what are you talking about? And then it hit me, I hadn't watched TV for like a whole year. So yeah, catching up with TV shows and sleeping. I am single. I've been single for 4 years, since 2018. Painfully single. No, I'm not painfully single. I'm actually enjoying being single. I feel like I've accomplished so much as a single woman. Also, just living life and doing what I want without having to report to anyone. I am 5'4". I'm a short girl. I'm not tall. In fact, most people when they meet me in person, they're like, I didn't think you're that tall, you're that short. And I'm like, Connie, I give off tall vibes. Even the way I take photos, I just look like a short person. I mean, wow, a dream date for me would be the guy calls me, plans the day, like he's planned the date. He's not leaving it up to leaving it up to me to decide what we are doing for the date. He's literally planned everything from the moment he picks me up to the moment he drops me back home. He comes, meets me with flowers, my favorite flowers, lilies or David Austin's. Picks me up, opens the door for me, pulls the chair for me wherever we go. I would love a really nice culinary experience. So if you could go to a really nice restaurant with vibes on vibes, like something memorable, then so either if it's not a restaurant, no, actually, yeah, a restaurant, and then maybe we go watch a movie, then we can discuss the details. So I think actually we'll do the movie first, so that when we now go for the dinner, we can discuss the details of this movie at the dinner, which is so awesome. Like somebody who just gets me, basically. Destiny's Child. I love Destiny's Child so much. I'll just watch all their music videos on MCM. Like MCM used to come from 5 p.m. on MTV, and they would all run to the house to watch music videos, and there was always a Destiny's Child song. So definitely Destiny's Child, and that's where my love for Beyonce started. So I look exactly like my mother when she was younger, though I look like my mom with my dad's features. So like the lips, the nose, the eyes. Though the nose is my mom's nose, but with my dad's nostrils, which is the same as Summer, by the way. She looks like me, but with her dad's features as well. Well, it used to be Chris Brown in high school. Now it's that dude from Bridgerton, the pointy guy. It used to be him as well last year, but then it changed. What was his name? Oh, Reggae-Jean. Well, I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I just fell in love with him when I saw him on Bridgerton. Then also I have Michael B. Jordan. I mean, who doesn't love Michael? Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Thank you so much to everybody who has supported my comeback and who has been encouraging me to come back to YouTube. I have been wanting to come back to YouTube for sure. I was just so stressed about editing. You know, editing on the phone, as much as it's nice, when you reach the point where your vlogs are now reaching 40 to 50 minutes per vlog, it's such a task. You do not want to be editing an hour-long video on your phone. So thank you so much for everybody who has encouraged me, and for all of you who have watched, I want to say thank you too. Can't wait to show you what I have in mind and everything that I've been thinking about over the last 2 years. It's gonna be a really great ride, and I can't wait to take you on it. See you guys on the next video. Bye.